You're looking for a chair that won't just sit there looking nice, but actually makes day-to-day life easier, safer, and a little more comfortable, especially if you or a loved one spend a lot of time sitting, getting up, or just need a place to unwind after a long day. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. The thing that holds most people back from buying a lift recliner is the fear of paying a premium for a bunch of features you'll never use, only to end up with a bulky piece of furniture that makes the living room feel cramped. I felt the same way until I started digging into how a triple-motor, infinite-position recliner actually works in a real home, and what the hidden trade-offs are when you're balancing cost, space, and daily comfort. First off, the biggest question anyone has is, do I really need 3 motors? In a typical lift chair, you get a single motor that handles the tilt and a basic footrest lift. The triple-motor lift recliner adds 2 extra motors, which translates to 3 independent movement points. In practice, this means you can fine-tune the angle of the back, the extension of the footrest, and the lift-up height separately. For a senior who struggles with the pop-up motion of a single-motor chair, that separation can be a game-changer. I've seen a friend with limited knee mobility use the footrest motor to slowly glide his legs out of the chair while the back stays fully upright, letting him stand with minimal strain. That kind of granular control isn't just a luxury, it's a practical safety feature that can reduce the risk of falls. The power lay flat function is another headline that sounds impressive until you picture yourself actually using it. What this chair does is let the backrest lower almost all the way to a near horizontal position while the footrest extends fully, creating a flat surface that's almost like a bed. In a real-world scenario, that's perfect for people who need to nap during the day without moving to a separate recliner or couch. A caregiver I talked to mentioned how they could safely lay a resident flat for a short rest, then lift them back up with one button press, avoiding the awkward maneuver of rolling from a sofa. The trade-off, however, is that the chair's footprint grows a bit when fully extended. If your living room is already tight, you'll need to account for that extra length, roughly another foot of space when the footrest is out. Heat and massage sound like spa features, but in a senior-focused recliner they're intended to serve therapeutic purposes. The heat element runs along the lower back and can be turned on for 15-minute intervals, which many users with arthritis find soothing after a day of walking. The massage function offers a simple pulse that targets the lumbar area. It's not a deep tissue massager, but it does provide a gentle relief that can reduce stiffness before standing. I tested the heat on a cold morning, and after about 10 minutes the lower back felt noticeably looser. The downside is that the massage motor draws additional power, so the chair's battery backup, if you ever need it, would drain faster, and you'll need to be near an outlet for longer sessions. One of the more practical features that often gets overlooked is the built-in USB ports. For a senior who still enjoys a tablet or a phone while watching TV, having a charging point right on the armrest eliminates the need for extension cords or a bedside charger. In my own setup, I plugged a Kindle into the left-hand port and could read for hours without worrying about the battery dying. The ports are positioned low enough to be reachable even when the chair is fully reclined, which is a thoughtful detail. The only hiccup is that the ports are not protected by a cover, so if you have kids or pets, you'll want to keep loose cables tidy to avoid accidental unplugging. Now, who should actually consider buying this chair? If you or a family member have limited mobility, chronic back pain, or simply need a reliable place to sit and then stand without too much effort, the triple motor system provides a level of assistance that cheaper single motor chairs can't match. It's also a solid choice for anyone who likes the idea of lying down for a short nap without moving to a separate surface, and for those who appreciate a bit of heat and massage while watching a favorite show. The premium caramel finish adds a touch of style, so it won't look out of place in a well-decorated living room. On the flip side, if you're looking for a budget-friendly option and you're already comfortable getting in and out of a regular recliner, you might be